In a small riverside town lived a blacksmith named Ronan. He was strong, skilled, and hardworking, but he had one great weakness: his temper. When something went wrong, his anger would explode like fire. If an apprentice dropped a tool, Ronan would shout. If a customer complained, he would slam his hammer on the table. People began to avoid his shop, not because his work was bad, but because his anger frightened them. One afternoon, an old monk passed through the town and stopped at Ronan's shop to repair his walking stick. As Ronan worked, he grumbled about everything: the heat, the noise, the slow apprentices. The monk listened silently, then said, "Your hands are strong, but your mind burns too hot. You forge iron, yet it seems anger forges you." Ronan frowned. "Anger keeps me strong. Without it, I'd lose control." The monk smiled gently. "You are mistaken. When fire burns too long, it destroys the forge itself." That night, Ronan couldn't sleep. The monk's words echoed in his mind. The next day, he decided to watch himself carefully. When anger rose, he would breathe deeply instead of shouting. At first, it felt impossible, like holding back a river. But little by little, something changed. His apprentices began to relax. Work went smoother. Even customers who once avoided him began returning, saying, "You seem calmer these days, Ronan." One morning, as he worked quietly, the same monk returned. Seeing the peace on Ronan's face, he nodded and said, "Now you are the master, not just of iron, but of yourself." Ronan smiled humbly. "You were right, master. When I controlled my temper, I didn't lose my strength, I found it. I see now that every time I lose my temper, I lose control of my life." The monk replied, "Anger is like a wild horse. If you don't hold the reins, it throws you to the ground. But when you guide it with patience, it carries you far." From that day on, Ronan became known not only as the finest blacksmith in town but also as the calmest man. His shop became a place of learning, where he taught others. Control your temper, and you will control your life. Control your life, and peace will follow.